So about 3 years ago, I put out a video on using rotor bits in your drill press. And boy, did you guys not disappoint me in the comments section. I got a lot of comments about how dumb and dangerous this was. So in this video, I'm gonna revisit putting rotor bits in a drill press, and I'm gonna ignore everything that you guys told me that would happen. So don't worry, I have a lot of electrical tape and super glue in case I hurt myself. So my plan is to create a mortise and tenon joint, and for the mortise, I'm going to use this 1/2" spiral upcut bit, and I'm going to use that in the drill press to hog out a mortise in a piece of red oak that I have. And then for the tenon, I am not going to use this rotor bit. I'm going to actually cut it on the table saw. I think that's going to be much safer. So let's chuck this up, and hopefully we don't have a trip to the ER. This 1/2" bit just fits my drill press. Now, one of the comments I got in that last video was how you don't need to use every single hole to tighten up the chuck. Now, this is just something I do. It's something I was taught growing up. And I don't care if you're not supposed to. It just works for me. And what can it hurt whether you do it on one side or you do them all? Next, I'm going to set my depth, and I'm only going to go an inch deep. I'll go something like that. Tighten up the stop. There. Stops at roughly 1 inch. Next, I need to line up my fence. And I made some marks on here for where I want this mortise to go. I don't really care exactly, but I'm just going to line up. Just gonna try to get as center as possible. Something like that will do. That should work, I don't see why not. Now, one thing I remember from the last video was I had to crank up this spindle speed, and it looks like the fastest mine can go is 3,600 RPM. Okay, that's scary fast, but it's still probably not fast enough. I think we're all set up and ready to go. Now, I'm not gonna do this in one big 1 inch deep pass. I'm just gonna make a plunge and do a little bit at a time. And I'm gonna go slow, because yeah, I don't wanna get hurt and I don't wanna go to the ER, but I'm trying this out for you guys. And we're gonna do that back and forth until we get to our 1 inch depth. So let's turn this on, say a prayer, and hope for the best. All right. Sorry I didn't show all of that. I actually stopped the video to go put a pair of gloves on because I was worried about the bit coming out and taking chunks out of my hand. So, but then I forgot to hit the record button, but it didn't really do, you see here, that clean of a job. Now I'm going to try it again on the other end of this board, and I'm going to try to make a series of plunges first and then clean it out with that router bit. And we'll see if that does a much better job. So let me reset and try this again. Hot diggity dog, man, did that ever turn out beautiful? I don't know what you guys were telling me in the comments in that last video, but this was not a dumb idea. Doing a bunch of plunges first and then cleaning it out, it made for like the cleanest mortise I've ever done. I am definitely gonna be doing this again on some projects. So now let's head over to the table saw and create a tenon, and let's see if we can get a joint glued up. The drill press might not send me to the ER, but this chisel might. All right, let's see if this fits. Oh, yeah. That's perfect. So yeah, I'd have to say that worked out pretty well. Now, this worked for me. It worked for my drill press. This might not work on your drill press. So, you know what? Use your own discretion. If you don't feel comfortable doing this, then don't do it. It's not worth it. But for me, that was pretty cool. And I am definitely going to be doing that again on another project. So that is it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for sticking to the very end. And if you have any other ideas of things that I should try out in my shop that won't get me in trouble with my wife, please leave them in the comments below. And like always, we'll see you in the next one.